Race has always been central to the American story. For centuries, it has remained the central fault line along which American society is divided. And while many have fervently hoped that racism and racial injustice would recede from American life, the events of the past few years have dealt a near fatal blow to such hopes. Why won't racism and racial injustice just go away? Why have efforts to eradicate racism failed? Others have gone to great lengths to answer these questions. In this book, we propose a novel argument. They won't go away because race is tangled up with another crucial marker of American identity: religion. That is, race has become religionized in the United States. It has taken on transcendent qualities. But because we tend to study race and religion separately, we have missed this crucial fact, and thus have grossly underestimated the challenge we face as a nation. In this book, we aim to offer a new way of looking at race and religion in America by bringing both into focus simultaneously, revealing how they interact with and reinforce each other. We argue, and test the argument with data, that racism and racial injustice have not receded from American life, because they are, in good part, the life-giving force of a dominant group's religion. Put simply, we cannot understand racial injustice without understanding the religion that feeds on racial injustice. As the noted Yale scholar Willie Jennings has argued, race in America is a form of religious faith, and we will never be able to understand or address it with the necessary knowledge, energy, or commitment until we comprehend its true architecture. The goal of this book is to understand that architecture, in the hope that such understanding can be the first step toward lasting change. The contrast. On a bright, crisp, and colorful Saturday morning in October 2020, we set out by car from Chicago, Illinois to Delavan, Wisconsin, a journey of about 100 miles. Fall had arrived after a long summer of racial tumult. The presidential election was on the horizon and on everyone's minds. A close friend of ours, a white member of an overwhelmingly white megachurch, had sent us a link to a sermon from another predominantly white church on the East Coast. He had prefaced it by saying something like, "I wanted you to know the issues that matter to me and my community." A long car ride was an excellent time to listen to the sermon, which was well over an hour long. So we tuned in. We'd later watch it on video as well. It was entitled The Election Sermon, and it focused on how Christians should think about issues facing the nation and how they should vote to be consistent with their faith.